Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I've got a fitness health journal DIY for you that I'm making out of Dollar Tree products. So these are the health journals and trackers that they have. So you've got your monthly goal, got a place for measurements, weight tracker, fitness tracker, grocery list, meal trackers. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 meal trackers. Then it starts over with the new month. So this is your next monthly goal. It's got a mood tracker: happy, angry, sad, anxious, energized, tired, excited, calm, and indifferent. And then you start the list all over again. There are 3 months worth in here. So I grabbed 4 of these so that I would have a year's worth. I liked the cover of some of these, and some of them I will just use as dividers in the planner. So the first thing that I want to do is take out the staples. Let me find the center here. And let's go ahead and pop these out. Get those out of the way. So now I have these separated. The next thing that I want to do is grab my trimmer and I want to cut this. Okay. And I want to cut these too, and I'm debating whether or not I want to do them all at one time. No, I can see I shouldn't do that because they're going to shift position on me. So I'm just going to do these one at a time, and then I don't have to worry about messing these up. Hopefully I don't have to worry about messing these up. Okay, so I'll set those to the side, and I'm going to grab the next one. I'm taking them from the bottom so that they'll be in the right order. I mean, I'm not going to be overly crazy about being perfect with this. I'm really more interested in function rather than perfection. So if I don't get the paper cut exactly perfect, I'm not going to be too upset. It'll still work. I don't want to be super far off, but I don't have to be too nitpicky, I guess. And this is the last sheet. Oh no. Well, crud. And that's right where I'm going to need to, well, Maybe we just won't use that one. Because this is where I'm going to need to punch the ring, so I just might not use this one. All right, so let me get this out to the side here. And now we've got okay, so what I want to do with these is get these punched. So let's go ahead and make sure these are where I want them. Okay, I think that is about where I want it. So let's punch this side, and let me punch this side. And hopefully I can do this without and still leave room to actually write in there. These are not. These just don't slide in there very well. I might have to do these one page at a time. Yep. And last but not least, on this side, we have that. So this completes 1/2 of the journal. So we can put this will go right here. And then for the second half, these are all going to get punched on this side. So now I gotta put these back in order. So they go like this. All right. And we have these. So now I just need, grab my box here. Okay, I'm not sure what to put on these. If I do 3 months at a time, I'm gonna need a bigger ring. I think this size should probably do. So the way I like to put these in here is I like to do the covers first. Okay, and then I like to fill them, so let's go ahead and I'm not sure if I can get these all in here at one time, but I will try. paper for these little fitness planners from the Dollar Tree is super low quality. I mean, it's very, very thin paper. But it'll work. So this is 1 month, and I can do another month, or what I can do is add, I also have these. These are just doodle journals. So they're lined on this side, and then they have a pretty pattern on this side. So I have this one, and I also have this one, and these are also from the Dollar Tree. So I'm thinking I might want to use this one first. And again, I'm going to want to reuse these covers, especially the front cover. I'm not so sure about this back side, only because I'm not real thrilled with this, but I can, oh, you probably can't see that. I'm not real thrilled with these. These stickers are actually part of the cover, so you can't take them off, unfortunately. So I may just cover that up. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna grab this one and again find the center. And where are you? There we go. All right, and so I have that, and then I'm going to, again, I just don't trust. Could I do that? Let me see. No, I don't trust it. This paper is so thin that if I tried to put the whole thing in there, not only would I worry about them staying in one place, but because it's so thin, I'm afraid if I tried to cut through this, it will destroy this paper. I don't know. I'm tempted to try this just to see if I could get this to work, but no, I can tell it's too thick. So that's not going to work. Let me just go ahead. These are all the same, so I can start in any order and separate these and then trim them. I'm going to have to be a little bit more careful to make sure that I don't break these two. But these will be nice just to make notes. I always like to have a section in all of my planners, no matter what it's for. I like to have a section in there that is for notes. Oh, see, it's these guys right there. They're the ones that are where the staples were. That's what the problem seems to be. I do have a fitness planner from Happy Planner I got on clearance last year, I think it was. And these will almost fit in there. I think I would have to trim just a little bit on the top of all of these pages, even not only these journal pages, but also on the tracker too, in order to make them fit that planner. They're just a little bit too tall, but it would definitely work. Yeah, that's definitely the trick, is being very gentle over those staple areas. So that went without incident. That's always good. And then all I need to do is punch these pages. Kind of stinks having to do these one at a time, and part of the reason I invested in this arc was because I could punch multiple pages at a time, and I could punch thicker pages. I can punch laminated pages. I really like this punch. if you don't have a punch, you can just use a regular hole punch and then just cut the little slits out. That'll work just fine. It just takes a little bit longer, but it works just fine. And of course, if you don't want to use the covers that they came with, you can always make your own. You can also, scrapbooking paper, you can use, I have used the Dollar Tree gift bags. You cut them up to the right size and they work really well, especially if you laminate them. They just make super nice planner covers. We come back here. I mean, and really what I would probably do is, let me see, these are the ones that, some of these just didn't get punched very well, and maybe I should have used smaller discs, but of course they're falling out. There's just not enough in here. So I'm trying to figure out where I would really want to use these journal doodle pages. I mean, I could put them at the end, but I could also maybe, oops, are we trying to come out of here? I might need to use a smaller disc. Okay, so you got your monthly goals, you got your grocery list, and then you got the weekly meal tracker. And maybe, I think it almost makes sense to put in a journal page after each week, maybe even a couple. Actually, yeah, because it's for the whole week. I'm thinking I could use several journal pages for the week. So there's two. Let me do, I'll do 3, and then for this here I'll add, let's see, let me add another 3. I mean, I can punch more and add more, which I will probably end up doing because there's just really not enough in there to keep these. I might need to switch to a smaller disc. I've got, these actually are pretty good little discs, and I think that might be what I put in there, these little ones. But for now, this will work. I mean, they don't give you a ton of room. I mean, actually, this meal tracker is better than, I've got some others. These are old, apparently. I think I got, what did I do with those? Oh. So these I think I got last year. And I think people might have complained because really, especially if you're like me and you write big, there is not a lot of space to write down. And who has one item? You know, like you eat dinner, you don't normally have just one thing. Normally it's, you know, maybe there's a protein, there might be a side dish, there might be a carb, you know, maybe you've got some fruit. I mean, that's, you know, that's just not really enough room to write a detailed list of, well, at least not for me. you know, even if I have a salad for lunch, which is typically what I take to work, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in that salad. There's some protein. I make the dressing. There's, peppers, there's tomatoes, there's romaine, cucumbers, carrots, radish. There's just a bunch of stuff that goes in there, and I like putting everything that's in the salad, when I'm tracking. So I don't know. These, like I say, these are the older ones, and I'm not really sure that I like these. I don't like the meal trackers at all. I think they had, the nice thing, they've got the fit tracker. Do we have that on these? I don't know if we have that on this version. Oh yeah, you do. You have the fitness tracker down here. But even this is better because you've got at least a little square to write in instead of this tiny little thing here. That just doesn't work. Although for this, it's much easier to write in, whatever activity you did. Like if you did yoga in the morning or something, and maybe you did resistance training, for the next one, that's a lot easier to write in there, even for somebody like me who writes very big. But I'm not sure. I'm not really sure if I like these. I'm glad that they revamped these, but I've got 4 of them, so I'm sure I will use them. I just don't necessarily like them. Now the fitness planner that I got from Happy Planner is this right here, and so I mean it's got a lot of good stuff in here, but I like a specific place, and like I say, if I trim just a very little top of these, I could trim these up enough to where I could make them fit in here, and I think they would work just fine. But these just don't really, this fitness tracker I just don't care for it as much because it's not laid out. I like the way that this is laid out, where you've got your goals, you've got your mood tracker, you've got a grocery list, which is nice. You've got a specific place to track your goals, your measurements, and there's no place to log meals in here. I mean, you could add whatever you did for physical wellness, whatever you did to add mental wellness, but there's really just no boxes to check, no places to track your meals. It's a nice planner, but it just doesn't have enough of what I need. So I may end up trimming this all the way down and putting it in here so that I do have those logs. I just think that those logs are pretty important. So anyway, and plus, like I say, there's just more substance to this one. But the other nice thing too from Dollar Tree, these are all of the Dollar Tree fitness stickers that I have. So you can put your steps in here. You can, days that you go to the gym. I never go to the gym. My gym is a room in my basement. So it's got what type of exercise you did here. You can track, like if you rode your bike, days that you meal prep, how much water did you drink? Was it an arm day, a leg day? Is it a rest day? These are very useful stickers. So here, if you were a runner, which I am not, and I don't see myself ever being, but if you were, you could write the number of miles you ran or the number of miles that you biked, which is more like what I would do. How many calories you burned, the number of steps. So again, if you see these at Dollar Tree, these are super, super useful. Really nice for a fitness planner. Highly recommend them. Okay, and then I have this, which I can punch this and add this. I might actually make pockets out of these. Maybe that's what I would do. But for now, this is going to do just fine. Okay, hello, hello, hello. It has been, well, what you saw prior to this, I filmed, I believe, July 30th. So it's been a while, and I really don't have much left to finish on this. So I did change the cover, and I added some dividers. I just used some of the old covers as the dividers. And so that's about all I've done to it. The only thing that I didn't like about this was that it didn't have any place for me to track my blood sugar. And I'm not diabetic, but I do need to stay on top of it. I was gestationally diabetic with my last pregnancy, and they said I would be diabetic within 10 years, and he'll be 21 next month. So far, I've kept it at bay. But it is something that I do like to keep track of, and especially the fasting blood glucose. So I thought about the old tracker that they had from the season previously at Dollar Tree. I could take, I could take this meal tracker. I could put washi across here and use this for fasting blood glucose, and maybe this for blood pressure. I could do something with those, and maybe eventually I will, but for the time being, what I decided to do was take some of the planner stickers from Dollar Tree, and what I want to do, so each week, so here's 1 week. So what I'll add here is, if I remember which planner sticker or which booklet has it, I think it's this one. So hopefully I'm in frame here. So this one has a this week sticker. So I just want to put this in here, and I'm not sure where I want to put this. I think I'm going to put it in the center of the page, roughly. And then what I also would like to do, I think this one has a bunch of hearts. So what I can do on this one is, if I can line these up somewhat properly, so that would be for Sunday, and for Monday, I probably should draw some lines so I could keep these straight, but in the interest of time, I will just go ahead and get these put on here. And again, like I mentioned, I'm not looking for perfection. I am looking for functionality. I just want to make sure that this will work the way I want it to work, and I think it will. So if I have a pen, so we'll start here with, let's see, what is this week? So if today's the 22nd, this was the 21st. Okay, so I know that today is the 22nd, and today my fasting blood glucose was 91. So I'm just going to put FBG, which I know is fasting blood glucose. Here I can track my heart rate, the average heart rate, which I'll get from my fitness tracker. Those are not straight, I know, so forgive me if you have OCD about that. Okay, so, but this will help me just log my heart rate, and it'll also help me log my blood glucose. I don't remember what it was yesterday, but I did write it down on the calendar. So, this is basically what I really needed to do with this. It wasn't going to be functional until I could track everything that I need to track on here. So let me go ahead and do the following week. Maybe this time, maybe I should just I should do this on my mat. Okay, so this would be the 28th, 29th, 30, 31st, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So let me grab another one of those stickers. It's in this book. Okay. And let me take this off real quick. These are really substantial stickers. These are really nice ones. I'm just gonna stick this right in the center here. And I can really see how messed up those lines are. I might not even have, I should have just taken this out and done it like that. The sticker's not even straight. But like I said, function over perfection. So as long as I got a place to write this, I'm good. And let me add some hearts here. Those tweezers really do come in handy when you're taking these little stickers off. But it would make it a lot easier without them in the... That's another reason that I put them in the discs, because it's so much easier to take a page out, do what you need to do with it, and then stick it back in. And one of the main reasons why I didn't want to leave it, you know, like this as it was when I bought it. Heart rate and fasting blood glucose. I could actually put another sticker on here and do, let's see, I have one that, this might work. And I need a little bit of washi to cover that up, because that's not what I want this to say. If I can find my washi. Well, the washi I'm looking for, naturally, I can't find. Let me get some of this out of the way so you're a little bit closer to the light. All right, let's see. Let me just cover it with remember, function over perfection. Oh my. Okay, so if we want to add well, it's certainly not perfect, but I'm definitely not perfect. Okay, blood pressure. All right, so I can track fasting blood glucose. I can track blood pressure here. I don't normally have trouble with my blood pressure, but I always like to keep on top of it just to make sure it's not changing one direction or the other. So there are a couple of weeks. Here's the meal tracker. I've got got the fitness tracker, and then I've got journaling pages. I put several of those in, and then the next meal tracker. So I screwed up. I should have written that on this page, but instead I wrote it on that page. I didn't think that was double-sided, but that is okay. So what I'm going to do is take these 2 pages out. Okay, so I know a lot of people don't show anything unless it's perfect, and I am definitely not that way because I make mistakes all the time, as you can see. So now, going back to the beginning, so the monthly goals, all this good stuff. So we've got this week, I'll have to go back in and fill out what I ate and look on my fitness watch and see what my average heart rate was. And then I've got some journaling pages for this week. And then for next week, this is bugging me that I didn't cut that off straight. But anyway, I'll just deal with it. So then I got next week's ready. And so, yeah, my journaling pages. And so this will work a lot better, I think. This wasn't going to work very well for me because, like I said, I do like to take the pages out and, put stickers on them. I like to fill them out. I just don't like this type of book. But they're certainly usable in this format, just like this. And it's better than, not using anything. So, but for me, I like to really fill mine up. I want to add other pages to them, and so this will work for right now. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you got some ideas, maybe some ways that you might want to do your own fitness trackers. And later this week, I plan on uploading a junk journal. It's Junk Journal January, so I would like to do a video for that. So hope to see you then. Would appreciate a thumbs up if you would be so kind as to do that, and I would love it if you would subscribe. I've got more content coming, so I will let you go for today. I thank you very much for hanging in there, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye, everybody.